Hi, this is Joe and give another review. For the sake of this video, I'm going to discuss the 1957 film, 12 Angry Men. Now, I'll probably spend the rest of this video to tell you who was in this cast for this film. But it stars, the main characters stars Henry Fonda, Morton Blossom, Jack Klugman, Lee J. Cobb, and of course, I forgot the actor's name, but he appeared in one of the more infamous episodes of the original Star Trek series, Wolf in the Fold, the one who played, the 23rd century version of Jack the Ripper, that appeared in this movie. Now, it's not that hard to figure out what the plot of this movie is. This film is about 12 jurors who were on this murder case in New York City, in New York City court. And in the first couple of minutes, the jury gets the case. You don't hear the whole case at all. No testimony, nothing. You just hear the judge's instructions to the jury. And he dismisses the two alternates, and then he puts the rest of the jury in the jury room, and they negotiate, or they have deliberations to figure out if the defendant is guilty or not. And you hear the facts of the case through their deliberations. And Morton Blossom plays the jury foreman, and trying to organize everything. He says, "Okay, let's do a vote, see how you all feel about the case, right off the bat, and then if it's not a 12-0 vote either way, guilty or not guilty, they would discuss it." So, okay, let's do that. And of course, we found out they had originally one holdout, and it was by the one holdout was played by Peter Fonda. Henry Fonda. And so the rest of the film, they discuss why does he, feel the guy is innocent. And they said, brings out a knife that's exactly like the knife that the defendant is supposed to have had, and disputing some of the eyewitness testimony. How can they have see the murder through the window of a passing train without the lights on? I mean, it's like type of lawyer tricks that you probably would have seen in the actual trial, but you didn't see the actual trial, so you have it in the the jury room. Of course, once you watch this movie, you do not want to serve a jury duty after you see this movie. And ironically, you just served a jury duty. So, at TCM showed this movie like the day before I had jury duties, which was hysterical. They just happened to air this movie. And so, it's like the movie that you do not want to see before you go on jury duty. And you have all these great character actors, having their own little moment in the sun discussing what why the guy is guilty as hell and all that stuff. And I forgot who the actor's name was, but also appeared in All the President's Men, was for a long, long time that also believed that the guy was guilty. Him and Lee J. Cobb were the two guys who feel that the defendant was guilty as hell. Of course, I should mention what the defendant did. The defendant supposedly stabbed and killed his father with a knife. And so they tried to determine, how can this person see, cross the way with an L train, with the train passing in front of the window, look through the window or cause 10 seconds to see if he killed his father. So you have that type of stuff. And Henry Fonda, not only Henry Fonda, but one of the other jurors says, he's right. It said, how can she possibly see it, that fast? No way, especially with her eyesight. So what I mean by eyesight, because you always keep going like this with her eyes, and I should demonstrate, because I have wearing glasses, so it goes like this. And there's two little marks on her nose, one each side of her nose. That means that she wears glasses. Talking about, well, I can't really tell for these frames, but the things like right here, in between the lenses, cause marks on her nose. So it's obviously she wears eyeglasses. So, how do you know she's even far-sighted or near? She could be nearsighted and could see distance. Or they could be could have been reading glasses. So the other Jews would say, oh, it could have been reading glasses, could have been this, could have been that. And of course, eventually, Henry Fonda eventually convinces everybody that the defendant was innocent. Spoiler, but unfortunately, you didn't actually officially hear the official verdict, or how the jury, what's the verdict. You didn't actually see that scene that you will see in just about every episode of Law and Order, or whatever law show you're watching. You didn't see that in this movie. Just, okay, let's agree, let's tell the judge, and we got a verdict, and negotiate all day long, at least most of not all of the day. So practically the whole movie, for the most part, except for the opening, the very first scene, practically the whole movie, you have it in this jury room during the deliberations. Occasionally we have a scene in the bathroom, but for the most part, it sort of gets kind of claustrophobic because you have 12 actors in one room talking about this particular case. So it does get kind of claustrophobic, it does kind of boring, because it is, even though it's an hour 45-minute movie, which, obviously under 2 hours, it feels like it's at least a half hour longer, because it's that claustrophobic of a film. But I'm not saying, but what sells this movie, to me, is the fact of the actors involved and the performances. Because you have great actors in this movie, and I'm not going to sugarcoat the actors' performances, because they all were terrific. And it's really funny to see Jack Klugman with dark hair, or with hair, because you're used to seeing him in the Odd Couple television show and in Quincy. So he was like balding then, it was all gray, but especially by the time he did Quincy. And gotta love him, he was such a great actor, Jack Klugman. And he was completely underrated as a dramatic actor, Jack Klugman. And of course you have other actors that weren't too shabby either. But all the other actors that were terrific in this movie. And I know there was I think there was about at least 2 other remixes of this film. One of them had Tony Danza in one of the remakes, I should say. But the original 1957 movie is the one to see. Forget the other versions. Check out this one first, because this one is definitely the best one. So that's my review of 12 Angry Men. Please click on the video, please rate it, please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video to your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews not only on my YouTube channel, but at rowdyc.com, that's all WDY, and then at c.com, that's the whole page of Rowdy Reviewer. Christine Moore, please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.